Hello, children. I hope you all are fine and healthy. Let's start with our chapter A Snake Charmer's Story. As the title of the story is A Snake Charmer, so the first question arised is who are snake charmers? So basically, snake charmers charms the snakes. Holds the snake? How do they make them dance? Aren't they scared? Let's find the answers of all these questions. This is a story about Arinath, a person whose name is Arinath. So, who is Arinath? Arinath is a snake charmer by profession. He can do something very special, that is playing a bean. You can see the picture of the bean. He learned this art by his father and grandfather. Arinath belonged to the group of people who are called Kalbelias. The snake charmers in Hindi we know as saperas. You can call them saperas. Okay, the bean is a musical instrument used by the snake charmers to charm the snakes. And Kalbelia, it is the name given to the community of snake charmers. So Arinath belongs to the community of Kalbelias. What these Kalbelias do? Kalbelias travel from village to village to entertain people and to earn a livelihood by making the snake to dance. Livelihood means to earn money. And this happens from the earlier time in their generation to generation. So we are talking about which community? Kalbelias community. Arinath's grandfather, Roshan Nathji, was a very famous person in his community. Roshan Nathji remembers whenever they stopped in a village, the people would gather around. When they take out their snakes and entertain people, because in those days the people did not have any entertainment resources like we are having today. So what entertainment resources we are having today? Like watching television or playing games or YouTube and etc. They used to carry tin box with them, and once the show gets over, they used to distribute medicines to the people. Why they do this? Because hospitals and medical facilities were very far away. So for general problems like fever, vomiting and headache, etc., they take medicines from these charmers because only these options are with them. These medicines were made from medicinal plants in the forest. And in return, the villagers used to give them grains like wheat, rice, pulses, etc. So, this way they earn their livelihood. Let's talk about some facts. Just by looking at the snake bite marks, snake charmers could tell which snake had bitten the person. So isn't it a great talent? मतलब स्नेक बाइट को देखकर स्नेक चार्मर्स ये सांप ने काटा है किस सांप ने मतलब whether it is a poisonous or a non-poisonous. So the facts are all these snakes are not poisonous. सारे सांप जहरीले नहीं होते. A poisonous snake can cause death on the spot. अगर किसी जहरीले सांप ने काटा है तो तुरंत उसी वक्त किसी भी व्यक्ति की मृत्यु हो सकती है. Only a poisonous snakes are having fangs. जहरीले सांप के पास ही fangs होते हैं. But when a non-poisonous snake bites, people still have time to call a doctor and to take medicines. अगर कोई सांप जहरीला नहीं है और उसने किसी भी इंसान को काटा है तो उसे बचाया जा सकता है. Snakes help farmers by eating rats present in the field, which would otherwise spoil the crops. Snakes farmers यानी कि जो किसान हैं उनकी हेल्प करते हैं by eating the rats. You can see in the picture, the snake is eating the rat. The snake is eating the rat because crops are the food for the rats, and snake kills the rat, so they are also known as farmers' friends. Snakes cannot chew their food because they do not having chewing teeth. So they swallow the prey. वो अपने खाने को चबा नहीं सकता क्योंकि उसके पास आपके और मेरे जैसे दांत नहीं होते हैं. Some snakes have fangs. So what is a fang? Hollow teeth which are connected to a poison gland by a thin tube. And what is a gland? Gland means a small bag kind of organ present inside the mouth of a snake. एक बैग टाइप का ऑर्गन जो कि स्नेक के मुंह में होता है. Where poison is stored, वहाँ पर poison इकट्ठा होता रहता है. So when the snake bites someone, the poison came out of the gland and injected through the fangs. तो जब वो किसी भी पर्सन को काटता है तो ये जो पॉइजन है वो उस ग्लैंड से बाहर आता है और फैंग के थ्रू उसकी बॉडी में चला जाता है. After removing the poisonous gland, the snakes no longer remains dangerous, and again it can be let to remain free in the forest. That's what the work snake charmers do. They remove the poisonous gland and they let the snake. Treatment for snake bite. If someone has been bitten by a snake, we should quickly respond, because in this type of emergency we should act quickly. To immobilize the bitten area and keep it lower than the heart. Immobilize means movement नहीं होना. जिस भी एरिया में सांप ने काटा है उसका मूवमेंट नहीं होना है. Cover the area with a clean, cool compress or a moist dressing to minimize swelling and discomfort. Give antivenom. Cover the area with a clean, cool compress or a moist dressing to minimize swelling and discomfort means एक हल्के कपड़े से उस जगह को ढक देना है and give antivenom. Antivenom injections should be given. Let's see some difference between poisonous and non-poisonous snakes. You can see the poisonous snakes are having the triangle shaped head, मतलब तिकोना सिर है उसका, आप देख सकते हो. And on the other hand, the non-poisonous snakes have the rounded head, गोल आकार का, गोल. Elliptical pupil, you can see the eyes of the poisonous snakes. How is it? And the poisonous snakes are having fangs. Fangs means the hollow teeth, which you can see in the image. On the other hand, the non-poisonous snakes have round pupil. Look at the eye of the non-poisonous snakes, and they are not having the fangs. You can see they don't have any type of teeth. And the poisonous snakes have the single row of subcaudal plates. You can see the tail of the snake, it is somewhat thick, and the non-poisonous snake is having a thin and double row of subcaudal plates. So this is how the snake charmers differentiate between poisonous and non-poisonous snakes. Now, the government has made a law that no one can catch wild animals and keep them. Why do you think these laws are made? And the reasons are, the snakes are endangered animals. That means they are in danger. They are being killed by and thus their number is reducing. The number is reducing means less, कम होते जा रहे हैं. It affects the equilibrium in nature. Equilibrium means the state of being balance. Some people kills the animals and sell their skins at high prices. कुछ लोग सांपों को मारते हैं और उनके स्किन को ऊंचे दाम पर बेचते हैं. Now third, our government wants to regularize the act of selling and buying venom of snakes for anti-venom preparation through recognized government agencies and not buy from the individual snake charmers. The government wants, वो चाहते हैं कि जो एंटी वेनम इंजेक्शंस जो भी बन रहे हैं तो इट शुड बी रिकॉग्नाइज्ड फॉर द गवर्नमेंट एजेंसीज. कोई स्नेक चार्मर्स से ना खरीदे क्योंकि दे आर नॉट रिलायबल. Now with this law, how will the Kalbelias earn their livelihood? So what is the law? Not to kill the animals or keep the animals. Arinath says that snakes are their treasure, and they pass on this treasure from one generation to another. They even gift snakes to their daughters. If they want, they too could have earned a lot of money by killing snakes, but they never did that. But now they have to choose different occupations to earn their livelihood. So आर्यनाथ कह रहा है कि ये जो लॉ बना है उससे उन्हें बहुत प्रॉब्लम हुई क्योंकि अब वो स्नेक को पकड़ नहीं सकते, तो अब उन्हें कुछ दूसरा उपाय करना पड़ेगा. But now they have to choose different occupations to earn their livelihood. And the life of the snake charmers have been changed now. So what they are doing now, they entertain people with their traditional instruments like tumba, been, dhol and khanjiri. They can share their knowledge with people who live in towns and cities and help them to recognize poisonous and non-poisonous snakes. They also entertain people by performing their traditional dance that is known as Kalbelia dance. You can see in the picture, which also have movements similar to the dance of snakes. So now they have to do something very different. Children, we all scared from the snakes, but you know, from the ancient times, these snakes are occupied special places in our Hindu mythology. What is a mythology? Mythology means which was written by ancient scholars long time back. पुरानी किताबें जैसे रामायण और महाभारत होते हैं, इस तरीके की पुरानी किताबें that is very sacred to us. Hindu mythologies are filled with stories and fables about snakes. The most important being the Sheshnag of Lord Vishnu. It is on this snake that Lord Vishnu reclines while sleeping in the sea. You must have seen it in the Ramayana episode nowadays. Thus it is quite understandable that a festival called Nag Panchami is observed in India in the honor of snakes every year in the month of August. In this Nag Panchami festival, the people used to feed the snakes with milk. In India, snakes are so revered that temples have also been erected in their honor. There is a particularly famous one in Mysore at a place called Subramania. The story of Adam and Eve is also a famous one related to the. So basically, Arinath want to say that the snakes are very special, or we can say essential to them. Let me ask you some questions. Can the snake hear the bean, or does it dance when the bean moves? सांप जो है वो बीन को सुन के डांस करता है या वो उसे देख के डांस करता है? व्हाट डू यू थिंक? क्या लगता है आप? नाउ I'll explain you with an example. For example, when you go out for any event, like if you are going to any ceremony, birthday party or marriage function, you see speakers all around. Because of air, we can feel the shaking or blasting of the sound. So that is the vibration produced by the loud speakers. एक कंपन हम महसूस करते हैं अपने चारों तरफ या अपनी बॉडी में एक अजीब तरीके का कंपन महसूस करते हैं. That is vibration. So the snake also have the super sense. The snake charmers, while playing the bean, they tap their feet on the ground. So that produces one kind of vibration which is received by the body of the snake, and it moves in the same direction in which the bean is producing the sound. Okay. Now second is, like snake charmers, which other people depend on animals for their livelihood? So this is very simple question and you must know the answer of that. Like milkman is using cows and buffaloes, poultry farmers using hen for the eggs, and a tanga bola uses, and so on. The next is, have you seen animals being used for entertainment of people? Where? Have you seen? You must be seen. Like in a circus or any of the amusement parks. Okay, children, so all from my side. I hope you have understand the chapter. Have a good day.